Hello.
Oh boy.
Right now, you're listening to Pokemon Omega Ruby / Alpha Sapphire Wally Battle theme remix
By Chemix.
by Chemix. Chemix is also in the title at the very end.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure Chemix is Blastoise's Japanese name.
Huh. Yeah, it is. Alright,
So why this music? Or is this it's not what you think it is.
No, this is not an Oraz visit. We'll get to that eventually.
We'll get to that soon enough.
That's soon, very soon.
But
Well, we have a video that also relates to Gen 6.
this might be a controversial one.
But Mega Evolution was a mistake.
It really was.
Like, I'm all for. Let me set the record straight. I'm all for giving love to underappreciated Pokemon, like Sableye and Mawile. But the way Game Freak handled Mega Evolution was awful. It could have been great. They could have actually made it much better than it turned out to be.
Mm-hmm.
By, only giving it to Pokemon that actually needed it. And not exclusively giving it to fan favorites. It's to make the overrated Pokemon even more, or the overhyped Pokemon on even more prevalent or their overshadowed counterparts. It's
and to demonstrate, I'm currently I'm in the process of playing
Pokemon X many
58 times. And recently, I think I was doing my first Psychic.
The revelation that there were a lot of Pokemon that absolutely did not even need Mega Evolutions.
Weirdo. Yeah, because I barely Mega Evolved in that run. And same as my last one.
Sonic was fighting. He had a Lucario Knight, but he never used it. Well, he barely used it. Only when he wanted to show off.
Unless I wanted to just troll people. Troll.
Unless he wanted to just mess around. Lucario was already a powerful Pokemon.
Oh,
so that point inspired us to make a video. What? Mega Evolution was a mistake. We here in this video will also be rating in all 48 Mega Evolutions, and based on their design. I feel like that's an important distinction to make, since every Mega Evolution is grossly overpowered. And it would be kind of redundant in giving them ratings based on their strength, because obviously they don't.
Instead, we'll give them a rating.
We'll give them a rating. It's a 1 to 10 rating based on their design, and a note and we'll decide whether or not this Pokemon actually needed a Mega Evolution.
Oh boy, let's start
First, let's start with the X and Y's. We'll be going in Pokédex order.
First up is Venusaur. This is it normally.
Venusaur is a solid Pokemon with fairly standard stats across the board, and higher than average, and notably good with special attack and special defense. And that's overall all very solid Pokemon.
And then
that can hold its own in battle.
And then there's this.
When it Mega Evolves,
it gets Stick Fat.
Removing its weaknesses to Ice and Fire, and making it only weak to Psychic and Flying.
Right, and making it...
And it also, and did I mention, Mega Evolution gives it 100-point boost to a Pokemon stat total.
Yep.
What these stats go to depends on the Pokemon, but overall, it generally does not end well for the opponent.
Mega Venusaur,
or speed and HP don't change, but all its other stats get a massive boost.
It's a fucking tank.
Its attack becomes on par with its special stats previously, and all its defense and special stats are now around 120.
It becomes a fucking tank.
becoming an absurdly or with really no counters. That's the thing. You can't counter a Mega Evolution.
Yep.
And, I'm going to be keeping a tally.
Yes or no? Yes.
Counting how many Pokemon actually needed Mega Evolution and writing their names. Has Venusaur
Well, Radiant, as terms of design.
It's design. It's just more Venusaur. Really. It's not bad. It's just not really one of my favorites. I'll give it a 7.
Yeah, same here.
And pretty average design in terms of design.
But did
Did Venusaur need a Mega Evolution?
Hell no.
Yeah, the first one, and we go over, absolutely did not
You
need a
gonna write
Mega
that down?
Evolution. No, I'm only tallying the ones that did need them.
Oh. Okay, next up is Charizard. Who, guess what?
You see, there are 48 Mega Evolutions, but only 46 Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. Now, why is this, you may ask? Because there are 2 Pokemon that can Mega Evolve into 2 different forms, depending on whether you're playing Pokemon X or Pokemon Y.
Yep.
And guess what 2 Pokemon they are? Yep, Charizard and Mewtwo.
Okay.
Right now, we'll get into Mewtwo later.
Charizard.
For now, let's go over Charizard. First,
it's a special sweeper.
it's a special sweeper, high special attack, of 109 and 100 speed. Its attack and special defense are in the mid 80s, and its HP and defense are just a little below 80. So again, a solid all-around Pokemon with some extra strength and a couple stats.
What is this?
Stats. Mega Charizard X
Becomes...
it takes a drastically different approach to the design of Charizard. Are giving it more of a blue draconic aura fire.
Which, speaking of which...
I feel like this one only exists so Game Freak could shut up the people who were complaining about Charizard not being Dragon type.
There's a lot of reasons it's not a dragon type.
It's literally called a flying lizard. It's not like a mystical creature.
His name is flying lizard. And that's not how Japan sees dragon. That's not how what Japanese dragons are like.
Yes, as Charizard resembles an American dragon, but it's a Western dragon, but that's not what they were going for. To them, Charizard just looked like a giant flying lizard. So, yeah, that's why it's not dragon.
And also, hey, it's black.
And the only time Pokemon are ever retyped is when a new type is introduced for them to get.
Yeah.
So, yeah. They finally decided to listen to the fans' requests and make Charizard a dragon type in its X Mega.
And also it becomes black.
I can blue.
Oh, what is it? It's black because of its shine. People like it shiny.
I do too. And also, I'm pretty sure it's shiny barely only changes.
Its
like
shiny is green.
Yeah.
It gets Tough Claws.
Which increases the power of it. Oh, what ability did Venusaur get?
Thick Fat.
Thick Fat, right. Tough Claws increases the power of contact moves, which is most physical moves.
What does Charizard become? In this form?
In this form, Charizard's speed remains the same, but it gains a boost to attack, making that 111, and it gets 130 in boost in defense, making that 111, and it gets 130 in both offensive stats, making it a powerful mixed attacker.
No.
Obviously, as with all Mega Evolutions, I feel like I'd better mention right now that Mega Evolutions never change the HP stat of a Pokemon.
634.
And the special defense is the same. Did Charizard need first let's rate Mega Charizard X's design.
Yeah.
I actually really like it. I prefer the other Mega, but and I think both are pretty great.
It's Blue Fire.
Blue Fire is always.
I guess that's a way to show it's stronger. Blue Flame aims are stronger than Red Flame aims. Or harder than Red.
This one's more of an alternative take on the Pokemon rather than an enhancement of its.
Albeit it did not need
purpose.
to be. Albeit making it Dragon type, it only gives it 3 weaknesses.
Is to rock, Dragon, and ground.
Also, it removes the 4 times weakness.
4 times weakness to rock. So yeah.
Also, that's also Reshiram's type.
In terms of design, I give it a 10.
Yeah.
So
But did it need it? But
no, first let's go over the second Mega Evolution for Charizard. Mega Charizard Y. The one I actually he prefer the design of in some aspects. Mainly because it looks more true to Charizard's design, emphasizing the flying aspect of it. It was massive.
It gets drought.
Its ability is now Drought.
No!
Meaning it summons Harsh Sunlight. Decreasing the power of water moves, increasing the power of its fire moves.
Its special
With its special attack of 159. Its physical attack is 104, so that gets boosted too, but not as much as it does. The thing is, this version goes for more of a special attack-oriented build, with some still good physical attack.
and high special defense.
Also, its high special defense of 115, and its defense is unchanged, and it gets 100 in speed, and its speed stays stagnant.
What?
Why? You're gonna be hearing us say that a lot.
In terms of design?
10, absolutely. It looks
I
great.
agree.
Hey.
But did Charizard need a Mega? Mega, let alone 2. Fuck
Hell no.
Fuck no. It didn't.
Alright.
Oh, please tell me Charizard doesn't get any more.
Oh.
God damn it.
Game 3, why are you still giving Charizard special treatment? Okay.
Next up is Blastoise.
Mm-hmm.
Blastoise normally
He has overall average stats, but with 100 in defense and 105 in special defense.
Is a complete tank.
Yeah, being able to take hits really well. Oh, and not having bad offensive stats in any way either.
And it's somehow fast.
And its speed is 78, surprisingly. You'd expect a turtle to be pretty slow.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Oh. Right?
So, but what about... Okay, what does
What
Blastoise...
does Mega do?
What the fuck is that?
Okay, first off, what the hell is that?
It gets... its cannon...
It's huge. Well, the two cannons on its back move to its arms, and it gets a huge one on its...
This looks ridiculous.
Yeah, okay.
It gets Mega Launcher!
Which increases the power of pulse moves.
The Pulse and Aura moves.
Ooze.
And then,
Its stats. Its speed remains the same.
Speed and HP.
Speed HP, speed remains the same. Attack gets boosted to 103. Defense gets boosted to 120. Special defense gets boosted to 115. And special attack becomes 135.
No! It's a special tank!
Did Blastoise need a Mega?
No. But, right, design... It's fucking ridiculous.
But I kind of like it because of that. I'll give it an 8, personally.
I'll give it a 7.
So that's a 7.5 for
This is
Mega
kind of
Legends.
insulting to me.
Okay. It's such a strange one. It's a strange
And they're,
one.
hey, look, it's...
Do you remember? I want you to name one Pokemon that was one non-legendary Pokemon that was extremely broken in Generation 1. You're probably saying Alakazam. Because the Psychic type was really unfair. And the only thing that could touch Alakazam was bug moves.
It was in the early 3 offensive bug moves.
And the only options you had to use against it were Scyther, Pinsir, and Venomoth. And Venomoth was weak to Psychic. So really,
because of an oversight, it was immune to ghosts.
And even if you try to use a Gengar against it, that's a poison type too. So it'd be weak to Psychic.
And the dark type didn't exist in Gen 1.
Yeah, enough about Gen 1's broken in
Alakazam is still solid today.
With 135 special attack, 120 speed, and 95 special defense. Its physical stats are pretty bad. But had 55 of HP, 50 attack, and 45 defense. But let's see what its Mega does. Maybe it improves on those. Maybe it improves on those physical stats.
Trace.
It also gets Trace, so whenever you Mega Evolves, it copies the opponent's ability.
Wow, that's why?
All right, let's see its stats. Oh no!
No.
it boosts. It gives a slight boost to it. It gives a boost to its a 20-point boost to its physical defense for some reason.
Yeah.
And giving it 65 in that. I guess maybe the fluffy beard cushions the blows.
I don't know.
It gets 175 in special attack and 150 in speed. And now it has 100. It still has. Wasn't it 105 normally in special defense?
95.
Yeah. It also gets a 10-point boost in special defense, becoming in 105 instead of 95.
And then its speed is 150.
Yeah, it's gonna outspeed basically any non-mega, and it can one-shot almost anything.
Rating for this?
There's a design.
It's
hilarious.
That's enough spoons to eat a horde of vanilla.
Yeah.
And it's finally matured.
It has it looks like a wise old man meditating. It's got a beard.
Yeah.
And it's got 5 spoons, kind of like psychic, kind of like rays from the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, really cool Omega design. It's a little silly.
Yeah. 10.
10. All right.
Did it need it?
Hell no!
No, it didn't need.
It did not need a Mega Evolution.
Next up is
Gengar. Fun. Alright, Gengar. Gengar's stats are generally pretty average with the exception of special attack and speed, which are 130 and 110 respectively.
You would prior to Gen 7 and levitate.
So let's see what its Mega does for its stats.
It gets Shadow Tag, meaning you can't sweat the
enemy.
The opponent can't.
Only ghost. If you're not a ghost type, I have like the ability run away. Yeah, run away. I believe run away lets you switch from Shadow Tag.
Ah!
Yeah. Its HP, attack, defense. Its HP, attack, and defense. Well, its physical stats. Its defense goes up to 80 for some reason. And its special defense goes up to 95. Speed increases to 130, and it has 170 special attack.
That's higher than Alakazam's.
Wasn't it 175 though? Alakazam's was 175. Yeah. That's just a barely low over the the Mega Alakazam special attack. It's ridiculous. Alright, first design, awesome.
It becomes
a spooky boy who's managed to fully push itself into reality.
And it has a third eye.
Too. As for
10.
Yeah, 10.
Did it need it?
No!
No!
No, it didn't.
It fucking didn't. Then we have...
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
If you were in the meta in Gen 6, you probably remember this thing.
Here's Kangaskhan.
Mega Kangaskhan. Normally Kangaskhan has 105 HP, 95 attack, and 90 speed. 80 in its defenses and a measly 40 in special attack, which is fine given how it's above average physical attack.
Solid Pokemon,
but and its Mega exists, and well, first let's go over the stats.
590.
It has all right. First, its special attack gets a boost to 60. And its attack gets boosted to 125, and its other 3 stats get boosted to 100 each.
What?
Boy. All right. Well, what about it? What about its ability? Maybe
Ball.
I wonder what that does.
Allows the Pokemon to attack twice in a row.
Yep, in the same turn with the same move without using extra PP. And effects from the move stack. Yeah. Granted, the power of the second attack is halved. But if you're using Power Up Punch to get double attack boosts from Mega Kangaskhan, Oh no.
No. Just
Yeah.
why?
Why? Sign. It's great that the baby's finally able to fight. I'm not so. We're not going over
Yeah.
next centuries, Noah.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Rating.
Design rating 10. I like the idea.
But in terms of
Did it need it?
No.
No, it didn't.
it
did not need one.
His combo's already solid.
Alright, next.
It is.
Pinsir. Pinsir gets a Mega Evolution.
Here's Pinsir. 500.
Yeah.
It's a mixed physical.
Its special attack's 55, 100 defense and 125 I've attack. Its other stats are HP 65, special defense is 70, and speed is 85. Overall, a really solid Pokemon. Well, let's see what its Mega is. It gains the flying type
And the move Everlate. And the ability Everlate.
8, which makes all normal type moves used by the Pokemon become flying type. So yeah, now it gets stab on them. Oh! What happens to its stats? Its special attack gets a boost. Boost to a 10. Give that to me, please. And it becomes 65. Its speed becomes 105. Special defense becomes 90. Defense becomes 120. And its attack becomes 155. Design awesome. 10. Yeah. It's a cool. It's imagining of what Pinsir would look like if it took flight.
Yeah, it's bug flying.
It technically didn't have wings before, but now Pinsir does have wings. And it can become a menace to the skies.
Did it need it?
No. Pinsir was one of the original best bug types.
Albeit it didn't have the moves to back it up.
Back then.
Oh no.
Next we'll go over Gyarados.
You know. Gyarados.
An overall a monster. With it's 60 special attack, 81 speed, 95 HP, 100 special defense, and 125 in its attack. Again, solid Pokemon. When it Mega Evolves, it goes from water flying to water dark.
Oh.
Its defense gets boosted to 109, and its special defense gets boosted to 130. Its speed, is it the same?
Yeah.
And its special attack gets a 10-point boost. And its attack becomes 155.
640.
Yeah. This is like the on tier with a. This is like almost on tier with a box legendary.
Yep. Almost on par with one. Also, it gets Mold Breaker. Meaning it ignores ability.
Oh, we use that would make a Pokemon immune to its moves. For example, it can use Hydro Pump on a Pokemon with Water Absorb,
or a Pokemon, or Earthquake on a Pokemon.
Or Earthquake on a Pokemon with Levitate. Yeah.
In terms of its design,
awesome.
Right.
It actually seems to be a nod to an episode of the anime.
Yep. It looks like its old design.
Known as a legendary water Pokemon.
Kind of looks like its old design. And
with the way it gets kind of thicker towards the top.
Up and its shape.
Yeah, its shape. It's more worm-like shape.
I like the design.
Yeah, 10.
10. But no.
No. Didn't need one.
Yep.
Alright. What's next? Oh, I'll tell you what's next. It's Aerodactyl.
What? Yep.
Yep, this thing gets a Mega.
Aerodactyl.
Oh, overall a solid Pokemon. Once again, 60 in special attack, 65 in defense, 75 in special defense, 80 in HP, 105 in attack, and 130 in speed. By no means a bad Pokemon in any way. It's Mega. It's Mega.
Tough Claws.
To get these Tough Claws, it has its special defense becomes 95. Defense and special attack gets, I believe its special attack and defense get buffed. Its speed becomes 150 and its attack becomes 135.
It gets Tough Claws.
Tough Claws. So that 135 attack, it's going to be even stronger if you're using in contact moves on your opponent. Like headbutt
or crunch.
Or headbutt or crunch. Yeah. Oh no. The design 10.
It's brilliant. It's covered in.
It's got rock spikes all over. How does it fly with rocks sticking out of its wings? By the way.
I don't know. I'll give it an 8.
Yeah. You'll give it an 8? Okay. Okay.
A little ridiculous.
I'll give it a 9. No, I'll give it a 10, so that's a 9 total, I mean.
So, but did it need it? No.
No, obviously not.
And there... No.
Mewtwo!
No.
Why did Mewtwo need a Mega? It's a legendary Pokemon, so its stats are already ridiculous. It's 90 in its defenses, 106 in HP, 130 in speed, 110 in attack, and 154 in special attack.
This thing is still a monster.
Now let's go over both of its Megas. Mega Mewtwo X.
What?
What?
It's steadfast.
What the hell is this?
Raises speed each time it flint.
It gains the fighting type in this form. Why did they do this?
What?
Alright. Its speed it gets boosted to 130. Its defenses both get boosted to 100. And its attack skyrockets all the way to 190.
Yeah.
No, its speed doesn't get boosted, does it?
No.
No, its speed doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't, actually. It gets slight boost to its defenses and a massive boost to its physical attack.
What the fuck is this thing?
So steadfast, it raises its speed when it flinches.
Yeah.
For some reason. I don't know why it got that. Design, 5.
Why?
What is this muscly, disgusting mess of a
Also,
Pokemon?
this was the one for when used in Pokken.
For some reason.
I guess because it fit it more.
For a fighting game. In my opinion, they should have given it Shadow Mewtwo the X form and regular Mewtwo Y.
No.
Let's look at Mega Mewtwo Y.
This was actually the first Mega. The Omega Evolution was teased.
Is our first look at it being Mega Mewtwo Y.
With insomnia, alright?
It prevents it from falling asleep.
Ah.
Also, its stats. 70 in defense, so that drops. It gains 100. It gets to 140 in speed by gaining 10 points. Gains 30 points in special defense, becoming 120. You gains
10 points in speed.
I already mentioned that.
Yeah.
It gains how much in physical attack? It gains 40 in physical attack, becoming in 150. And in terms of special attack, it gains 40 there too, and that becomes 194.
Why?
Why? Why did Mewtwo did not need a Mega?
It's a fucking legendary.
Right, what would you get in the design? I really like Mega Mewtwo Y's design. That's a 10.
Yeah. This was chosen for Mewtwo's final smash.
Sakurai actually chose this one because it was more true to the design.
Wow. That doesn't tell you something about Mewtwo X. But did Mewtwo need it? No.
No, Mewtwo absolutely did not need a Mega.
It's a fucking...
There were 2 other legendaries that got Megas, and we'll go into those later.
Then...
Let's move on to Generation 2.
Also, yeah, that's 16 in Kanto Megas.
Wow!
Well, starting off with Gen 2 is Ampharos.
Well, we didn't cover all the Kanto Megas yet, remember?
Oh, wait. Yeah,
There's more in ORAS.
Yeah. So, Here's Ampharos normally.
55 in speed, 75 in attack, 85 in defense, 90 in HP in special defense, and 115 in special attack. Again, a great Pokemon.
And then
It's Mega, it adds the Dragon type, gives it Mold Breaker, which we've already gone over, makes its attack 95, lowers its speed by 5 points. Was it 50 originally? Or 55? 55. It lowers its speed by 10 points. It boosts attack to 95, defense to 105, special defense to 110, and its special attack becomes 165.
Terms of design.
10. It looks majestic.
I mean,
it's kind of along me.
Ampharos was originally meant to be a dragon,
And
and
heck, it was described as dragon looking.
first look at it.
A magazine described it as a dragon looking Pokemon.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah,
Likely relating to its horns.
that's only gives it 4 weaknesses.
The long neck.
But do you need one?
No.
610. No. Moving on is really.
Scizor.
I think I should say it now.
No, it's always preferred Scyther to Scizor.
Scythe. It's not unlike most evolutions. Unlike most evolutions, and Scizor.
Just reallocate Scyther stats. Scizor's stats are 55 in special attack, 65 in speed, 70 in HP, special defense, 80 in special defense, 100 in defense, and 130 in physical attack.
It's speed.
It trades speed for more for more staying power, being able to take more hits.
And what the fuck is that?
Mega Scizor. It loses. Does it actually gain speed? Can't tell.
Yeah.
It gains a bit of speed. You make it 75. And its special attack, I believe, was always 65.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? No, special attack has a 10-point boost.
Okay.
Boost 2. That's 65. Special defense gets boosted to 100. Defense gets boosted to 140. And its attack becomes 150. What's stability?
Technician. It's always technician.
Alright, it's always technician. And just like its previous form. So, yeah, it boosts the power of weaker moves.
In terms of design, it's.
I personally give it a 7. It's like, I can't decide if it's cool or ridiculous, honestly.
Seriously, what?
What's your rating for it?
I'll give it a 6.
So it's a 6.5 for Mega
I'm not a
Scizor.
fan of Scizor to begin with.
So, moving on.
Well, did it need it?
No!
I feel like it's just redundant saying that.
Heracross!
You know, the holy grail of bugs.
40 in special attack, 75 in defense, 80 in HP, 85 in speed, 95 in special defense, and 125 in attack. Basically like Pinsir, except their defense stats are switched.
Skill link.
And it also gets skill link when it gets an ability.
What?
Which means multi-hit moves will always hit their maximum number of times. Its defense gets boosted to 115. Did its special defense drop? No, its special defense is boosted by 10 points. Special attack is, I think that dropped, didn't it? No, its special attack remained the same. Defense and got boosted to 115. Its defense is 105. Speed got boosted to 75. Was it already 75?
Speed was 85.
Speed gets lowered to 75. And its attack becomes 185. So that's where most of its points went to.
Well,
in terms of design,
it looks so dumb.
Personally, I actually really like the design. I'll give it a 10.
I'll give it a 6.
So that's an 8 for her Heracross.
It didn't need one.
It did not need one.
Oh.
Next is Houndoom.
You know. This.
Houndoom. 50 in defense, and 75 in HP, 80 in special defense, 90 in attack, 95 in speed, and 110 in special attack. How could you make this any more broken?
Flashback. Solar power.
It's solar power.
In Sunshine, special attack
increases, but it takes damage at every turn. Its special defense remains the same. Defense becomes 90. Wasn't its attack 90? Which does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Special defense gets boosted to 80. Defense gets boosted to, no, special defense gets boosted to 90, and so is its physical defense. Attack was 90, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was still 90. The speed becomes 115, and its special attack becomes 140.
Okay.
What? Not a single bad stat on this thing. Design, epic.
Epic.
It's got like a skull plate on the front. The front plate kind of looks like a cow skull. Oh, so that's a 10.
And in terms, but no.
It did not need a mega.
Oh my god. And then no. What's worse than giving?
Giving a mega to Houndoom? Giving one to a pseudo legendary. Yep, that's right. Tyranitar gets a mega too.
Tyranitar gets a fucking mega.
61 in speed, 95 in special attack, 100 in HP in special defense, 110 in physical defense, and 134 in attack. Oh my god!
Does it get any worse?
It can. 95 in special attack, 120 in special defense, 150 in physical defense, and 164 in physical attack.
Oh my god! Also, its stat total becomes...
Also, now it has a stat total of 700.
In terms of design...
10. It looks awesome.
But...
no, it did not need one.
I don't even want to... Oh, no. This is the early purchase bonus.
Bonus for X and Y.
Blaziken.
Hey, Mega Blaziken. Well, in other words, you got a Torchic holding the Blaziken, with its hidden ability, Speed Boost. Yeah. Blaziken has 70 in both defenses, 80 in HP and speed, 110 in special attack, and 120 in physical attack.
Yeah, it's a mixed attacker.
When it Mega Evolves,
speed boost
natively, its defenses get boosted to 80. So its defenses were always 80.
Yeah.
Its defenses remain unchanged. Its speed becomes 100. Special attack becomes 130, and physical attack becomes 160.
No.
Partially because of its speed boost ability, this thing was considered one of the most broken megas.
Also a comment relating to Mega Blaziken.
Yeah.
I don't like Mega Blaziken, and because he gets a speed boost. It's like that, and he chases me with his belt.
No. Oh, you have the design at 10.
It's got that the fire.
It's got these fire trails coming off of its arms.
Yeah, but no.
No, it didn't need one.
It's a fucking starter.
Starters are already meant to be solid Pokemon.
And hey, it's what everyone's waifu.
Starter. Yay. 65 in its physical stats, 68 in HP, 80 in speed, 115 in special defense, and 125 in special attack.
Okay.
Its attack gets boosted to 85. Speed gets boosted to 100. And special defense gets boosted to 135. And special attack gets boosted to 165.
Also, it's pixelated.
Meaning normal type moves used by it will become fairy moves. Yeah.
And yeah.
Now, for example, Gardevoir gets Stab on Hyper Voice.
Oh Lord. In terms of design,
it makes me kind of uncomfortable. It wears a wedding dress now.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, thanks.
Wow,
Okay.
thanks, Game Freak.
I'll give it a 6.
Yeah, it does make me uncomfortable.
It's kind of awkward considering the way the fandom treats Gardevoir.
No, it didn't need one.
Next, we go to Mawile.
No. Well, what's this?
Yes, 50 in speed, 8 in HP, 55 in its special attack, in its special stats, and 85 in its physical stats.
Yeah, Mawile sucked.
And it got a Mega. 55.
With huge power.
Its speed, 8 in special attack don't change, but it gets 95 in special defense, 105 in attack, and 125 in physical defense.
Oh my god, and it gets huge power.
Yeah, or
Oh my god.
That attack is effectively over 200.
Oh my god.
A Pokemon that actually needed a Mega Evolution.
Albeit there. We'll probably go over that. We should probably go over that at the end.
Yeah. Well, we'll go over some, but as you'll see later. But we'll bring it up at the end.
But in terms of design,
I'll give it 10. And I like the idea of it getting a second mouth and jaw.
and in terms of it didn't need one for once.
Yeah, Mawile absolutely needed a Mega Evolution. Maybe the next one needed one too. Oh no, it's Aggron.
God damn. Look, this it's the counterpart. It's the counterpart to Tyranitar.
Even though it has 530 in its stats, making it 70 points weaker than Tyranitar.
But these two, these are the Virgin exclusive Mega Stones.
See with the Pokemon. For some reason, the Pokemon and Mega Stones are in opposite versions of each other, but yeah, that's not relevant. 50 in speed, 60 in its special stats, 70 in HP, 110 in attack, and 180 in defense.
And then,
and Aggron's
it
loses the rock type, becoming pure steel.
You know, with filter.
Or reducing damage from super effective attacks, effectively making firefighting ground only deal 1.5 times normal damage.
So, okay.
It gains 20 in special defense, loses is how much in speed? I believe it just loses 10 points.
No,
its speed remains the same. But it gains, its attack becomes 140 and its defense becomes 230. Yeah.
In terms of design,
I'll give it a 10. It's a really cool looking Mega.
It's the idea that it loses the steel type.
It loses the rock type because all those rock parts have hardened and have become true steel. It made this Pokemon pure metal.
Did it need one?
No.
No, it didn't.
Aggron was already great.
And then,
another Pokemon that actually needed a Mega. Medicham.
Remember Medicham?
60 in its HP and offensive stats, 75 in its defenses, and 80 in its speed.
Yeah.
Average around the board.
Yeah.
I don't blame you for forgetting Medicham.
Then
and its defenses become 85, special attack becomes 80, and its attack and speed become 100.
Oh my god.
Omega that's not only necessary, but actually balanced. And what's his ability?
Pure power, which it already had.
Yeah.
Raises the raising attack stat.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So far, that's two.
That's two Pokemon that actually needed a Mega Evolution.
There's a design.
10. It looks much less ridiculous than the original. It looks like a It looks like it's ascended to a higher plane of existence.
Yeah.
It's with that stance.
So, next up is...
in my opinion, one of the worst designed Megas was Manectric. Manectric's defenses were 60, attack 70, HP 70, attack 75, special attack and speed were 105.
Alright.
Again, a solid special sweeper. Let's not mention its design yet. Its defenses become 80, and its special attack and speed become 135. What? And it's Intimidate.
Lowering attack.
You know, I don't think this Pokemon needs Intimidate. Look at that! Is that intimidating?
Yeah, that's on it. If you're the design,
That looks absurd. It looks stupid.
why does it have a giant... Why is the light...
Its art makes it look kind of okay, but its model just looks ridiculous. It looks like a plastic toy that... Oh, boy.
Rating...
In terms of design, I'll give this one a 4. I can't take it seriously.
In terms of... Did it need it?
No. It was already fine on its own.
And there's
Banette. 63 in special defense, 64 in HP, 8E, 65 in speed, 83 in special attack, 65 in defense, and 110 and 15 attack. Only one good stat.
and then there's this.
When it Mega Evolves, its defense becomes, instant speed becomes 75, special defense becomes 83. Special attack becomes 93, and its attack becomes 165.
In terms of design,
I'll give it a 10. It's perfect. It's a perfectly spooky Mega Evolve.
and it gets Prankster.
Which means when it uses status moves, it always moves first, which is kind of unnecessary when it comes, because since it's oh yeah, it's speed drop. You just, you know.
Yeah, but did it need one?
I'd say honestly, yes.
It was kind of only had one.
It only had one good stat going for it. Granted, its attack was 115, but it couldn't really do much else to land hits. It couldn't outspeed much, so it would take hits, and its defenses weren't very good. And if it did manage to outspeed something, well, okay, it can get an attack. But there are Pokemon that are faster than Banette with the same attack. It's outclassed. It doesn't have. It doesn't stand out.
And there's Absol.
Absol is honestly the same case.
135.
60 in its defenses is 65 in HP, 75 in special attack and speed, and 130 in attack.
Here's it's Mega.
Its defenses are the same. Its special attack and speed become 115, and its attack becomes 150. It also gains the fairy type.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. I could have sworn it gained the fairy type.
It doesn't. And it gets Magic Bounce.
Which is a very broken ability. Did Absol need a Mega?
Debatable.
Well, I'd say if Banette needed a Mega, then Absol did.
Oh, shit.
Seriously, I told you to stop messing with that. Alright. So, yeah. I'd say Absol did need a Mega.
Didn't think about that.
Oh, no, it's a Jack of... It only has one stat going for it.
Oh, no. Also, you saw how many Hoenn Megas there were?
A lot. Oh, no, only a few. Next, we have Garchomp. Another pseudo-legendary. AKA Pokemon that should not get it buffs. Garchomp has 80 in special attack, 85 in special defense, 95 in physical defense, and it's 102 in speed, 108 in HP, and 130 in physical attack.
Well, how do you... What the fuck?
It's got the same attack as Absol, but better stats all around to back it up. It's Mega, gives it 92 in speed. Does it? I think it actually loses speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it loses 10 points in speed. E becomes 92. Special defense becomes 95. Defense becomes 115. Special attack becomes 120, and its attack becomes 170. Now its ability is
still sand. It goes from sand fort and
to sand force. Meaning it powers up of certain moves, presumably ground and rock moves, and
powers up moves in a sand.
No, it powers up ground, rock, and steel moves. The moves normally powered up in sandstorms by even more during a sandstorm. Increasing the power boosting effect.
Yeah, no.
Design 10. It's an awesome, menacing scythe dragon, but it did not need one.
700.
700.
Then there's oh Lord.
Then there's Lucario.
The boy.
Let's go over Lucario. 70 in its HP and defenses, is 90 in speed, 110 in attack, and 115 in special attack. That's pretty great. What does its Mega give it? It gains 18 points in defense, making that 88. Its speed gets boosted to 112. Special attack becomes 140, and physical attack becomes 145.
And it gets adaptability. Powers up moves at the same time.
I mean, its stab moves become even more powerful. So that Aura Sphere is going to be doing even more damage. Lucario's design, it's awesome.
Yeah. And spikes.
It's like Lucario, but upgraded.
Yeah.
And I think this Pokemon represents Mega Evolution the best.
Yeah.
But regardless of its profility, if its iconicness, 10 in design, but Lucario didn't need a Mega.
Didn't need one.
And the final Mega of X and Y, Abomasnow. With 60 in speed, 75 in defense, and 90 in HP. He set 92 and 85 in its special defense, and 92 in its offensive stats. Again, a solid mixed attacker. Who had some bulk to it. Its Mega cuts its speed down to 30. He gives it 105 in both defensive stats and 132 in both offensive stats. That's making this thing in the very definition of a tank.
Yeah.
Slow, but powerful and hard to kill. Your only chance at taking it down
it has a lot of.
Your best chance of taking it down would be to hit it with the Fire Blast. Or if you get lucky, you get like a critical Fire Blast or something. Honestly, I wouldn't doubt that this Pokemon could probably take a Fire Blast.
Yeah. So, rating in terms of design?
10. It's like got it's like pine trees on its back with icicle tips.
Yeah. But no,
it did not need one.
594. I don't know. So in terms of X and Y's Megas.
Well, we're not like separate. We're not separating them by game.
Okay.
Let's go into ORAS's Megas.
Starting with. Stop.
Beedrill.
Wait.
Okay, jeez. Now, Beedrill stats. 40 in defense, 45 in special attack, 65 in HP, 75 in speed, 80 in special defense, and 90 in attack.
Yep.
Beedrill, I'm not going to be around the bush, absolutely needed a Mega. So did like every bug. But for some reason, every early bug. But for some reason, Beedrill is the one that gets special treatment. It's not even Butterfree. Does its defense get lower? I can't tell if its defense gets lowered. No, its defense doesn't. Its special attack gets cut down to 15, and its defenses stay the same. It gains 140. It gets to 145 in speed and 150 in attack.
Yeah,
going from bottom trash tier to top tier.
Write it down.
Here. Yeah.
Yeah, Beedrill absolutely needed one. Yeah, Butterfree for some reason didn't get one, but I guess hey, what is it getting? Hey, at least it did get something eventually.
Yeah. Your Butterfree. Oh yeah. Well, it hasn't technically gotten that something yet, but come November 16th, 15th, Ink will finally, but you get Butterfree something.
And then there's
Pidgeot. 70 in its special stats, 75 in defense, 80 in attack, 83 in HP, and 101 in speed. It's speed and nothing else.
Then there's
it's Mega, which boosts its special attack to 135, its speed to 121, and its defenses are 80, and its attack is 80, and yeah.
Gets no guard.
And it gets no guard, meaning its attacks never miss, but it can...
Wait a minute.
Why does it become a special attack?
You check its moveset, it
gets barely any good special moves. Like, the best it gets is Hurricane.
Or Hyper Beam.
Like, at least with Hurricane, you get no guard, but... Like, that makes it basically a one-trick pony.
Also,
yeah, you can outspeed and land hurricanes, but what else? What if your Pokemon's like... what if your opponent's like an Aggron and quad resist flying?
It should have went to its physical stat.
Yeah, it should have gotten... Yeah, its physical attack should have gotten boosted, not its special attack.
So, did it need... So, design?
I'm 10. It's a great Mega.
But did it need one?
No, yes, actually.
Yeah, it didn't really have...
It only had speed going for it.
Find a lot more than we counted. Originally.
But mostly ones that didn't need it. Alright, let's go... Next we have Slowbro. 30 in speed, 75 in attack, 80 in special defense, 95 in HP, 100 in special attack, and 110 in special defense. And overall, a really great Pokemon. Slowbro, Mega Slowbro, speed remains the same. Its special defense remains the same. Attack remains... What happened to its attack? Does its attack the same, or did it change?
Attack is the same.
Attack's the same. And all the change goes to its defense and its special attack. Special attack becomes 130, and its defense becomes a ridiculous 180.
Didn't need one.
No.
In terms of design. The Shelter devoured it.
A lot of people say this one looks stupid.
It was like a fucking ice cream.
I think it looks hilarious. It's great.
Help me.
It's so slow, bro. It's such a derpy, silly Pokemon, and it gets a ridiculous, silly Mega too.
Yeah.
10 fits perfectly with the line.
But did it need one?
No, it did not need one. Oh no.
Then there... Oh, no, not this one.
Oh, boy. Oh. So next we have Steelix.
It's,
who has 30 in speed, 55 in special attack, 65 in special defense, and 75 in HP, and 85 in attack, and 200 in physical defense. Steelix.
Mega
Steelix. Special attack and speed remain the same, but it gets 95 in special defense, 125 in physical attack, and 230 in its defense.
Do you need one?
Honestly, I'd say yeah. All it could do is take physical hits. It's really... Its attack was decent. but you'd be at, but you'd be screwed over if your opponent knew a good special move.
Yeah. So, rating for its design?
10. It's a really cool design.
Yeah, it's got these crystals coming out of it.
So, yeah.
Oh, no. Then we have...
Sceptile. 65 in defense, 70 in HP, 85 in attack and special defense, 105 in special attack, and 120 in speed.
Wait, it's a special attacker?
Yeah.
I mean, that when it was introduced...
When it was introduced, Leaf Blade was a special move.
But, yeah...
When Sceptile Mega evolves...
Ah!
Its defense becomes 75. How did its defenses change? Are they the same or did they change? Its defense gets a 10-point boost to 75, right? Its speed gets boosted to 145. Its speed and special attack both get boosted to 145, and its attack gets boosted to 110.
And it gets Lightning Rod.
Yup.
And it becomes Dragon type.
Yup. What did Slowbro get as its ability? It's Steelix?
Steelix got Sand Force, and Slowbro got Shell Armor.
Oh. Shell Armor, that's crits.
Yeah. So, in terms of design...
9, 10. It's awesome.
Why is it a Dragon type?
Oh yeah, it gains the Dragon type.
But it learns only one Dragon move by level up.
And that's Dual Chop, a physical dragon move, which isn't exactly the strongest.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know why they gave it the Dragon type, honestly.
And it's 4 times weak to
I guess
ice.
so all 3 of them could have a secondary type.
Uh-huh. Okay, so...
Moving on. Sceptile did not need a Mega, by the way. Swampert. 85 in special attack, 60 in speed, 90 in its defenses, 100 in HP, and 110 in attack. Arguably one of the best starter Pokemon in terms of stats. 100. Did its defenses get boosted? No, yeah, it did. Alright. Its speed remains. Did its speed change?
It went to 60.
Oh, its speed got boosted by 10. Its defenses become. Its speed is now 70. Its defenses are 110. Special attack is 95. Did that change? I believe it did.
85.
Yeah, its special attack got a 10-point boost to 95. And its attack became 150.
And it gets Swift Swim.
Now, so it's faster rain.
In terms of design,
10, it's hilarious.
It hit the gym.
Slower at the gym. This thing's iconically absurd.
It did no.
No, it didn't need a Mega. Swampert the least of all.
And then there's
Sableye.
This was your Sableye.
50 in HP and speed, 75 in its physical stats, and 65 in its special stats.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I know it's Mega. Its speed gets lowered to 20. Its offensive stats get boosted to 85. Its special defense gets boosted to 115, and its physical defense gets boosted to 125.
And it gets its Magic Bounce.
Yeah.
In terms of design,
it's such a simple but a great change.
It's holding a giant rupee.
And the gems on its eyes also changed. Does its ears change? Yeah, its ears also change. And its elbows got more spikes too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of very subtle tweaks to its design that, in addition to the major edition, and in addition to the major edition of it having this giant red rupee.
Yeah,
Man, I want to get that for 20 rupees.
Yeah, 10.
10?
10 for its design.
10 for its design, yeah.
And did it need one?
Double 10, that adds up to 20. You heard it first here, it is 20 rupees.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, design.
But did it need one? Yes. This one did need a Mega.
We'll get to it.
Yeah.
We'll get to it at the end. And next up is, oh Jesus.
What's next? Sharpedo. 40 in its defensive stats, 70 in its HP, 95 in special attack and speed, and 120 in its physical attack. Ah! It gets Strong Jaw, increasing the power of its biting moves. Go down. Its special attack becomes a 125. Speed becomes a 105. Its special offense becomes 65. Defense becomes 70, and its attack becomes 140.
The design.
This thing is awesome. It looks like a captain.
Yeah.
Kind of a ship, and like it's got this. It's even more of a threatening torpedo.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's in its name.
rating
10. I'll give the design a 10.
But no,
I didn't need one.
especially let alone one with Strong Jaw.
Aw, seriously, what the hell? Alright, moving on.
Camerupt.
Camerupt has 40 in speed, 70 in defense, 75 in special defense, 170 in HP, 100 in attack, and 105 in special attack. A very solid Pokemon with average defenses, low speed and HP. Average defenses and HP, low speed but high attacking stats.
And then
And it's Mega.
Sheer
Its
Force.
The speed gets lowered even further to 20. It gets Sheer Force, meaning secondary effects are removed from it. Its attacks and trade offer more power. Defense becomes 100. Special defense becomes 105. Attack becomes 120, and special attack becomes 145.
in terms of design,
10. Precious, fluffy, awesome volcano boy.
but
In terms of what, did it need one?
no,
No.
it didn't.
Camerupt did not need a Mega.
Then there's
There's Altaria.
here's all right.
It's got a 70 in special attack in its attacking stats, 75 in HP, 80 in speed, 90 in defense, and 105 in its special defense.
And then
Oh boy, it's Mega. 80 in speed, 75 in HP, 105 in special defense, and 110 in its special attack and physical stats.
no. Well, rating
10. And it's adorable. It's a fluffy
And it becomes Fairy.
It loses flying for Fairy. It gains Pixelate. We've already mentioned makes and turns normal moves into fairy moves.
But it need one.
In my opinion, no.
No.
Altaria is still perfectly functional.
I've proven it.
Even though it's Mega. Both of its defense stats are high. It's a wall, and it has average attacking stats, meaning it can fight back.
Also, did I mention something about the ORAS Megas?
They never update X and Y, so you can't use them.
Yep.
Fine.
You can't use more than 20 Megas.
There's 20, exactly 20.
You can't
There's
use
20
20
megas that you can't use
Well, technically 18.
There's 18 megas that you cannot use in X and Y.
So, no, Altaria did not need one.
Absolutely not.
And then there's... And there's...
Glalie. 80 in every stat.
Oh.
Right. Its attacking stats, its speed gets boosted to 100, and its attacking stats get boosted to 120. And its ability becomes refrigerate, to normal type moves into ice type moves.
So, rating for the design?
I 10. It's fittingly creepy.
Still can't learn Scary Face.
It still doesn't learn Scary Face.
But do you need one?
Yes.
Glalie was painfully average.
Every stat was 80.
At least Frostlass at the very least had
At least
more...
had an identity. It wasn't super great, but it had some. But it had a. But you could tell, like you could identify it based on its stats. Okay. So yeah.
Then oh no.
In my opinion, though, Frostlass should have gotten a Mega too.
Yeah.
Salamence, another pseudo legendary. Why do they keep giving Megas to pseudo legendaries? Why did 4 pseudo legendaries get Mega evolutions? Salamance's defensive stats are 80. The HP is 95, speed is 100, special attack's 110, and attack is 135.
Yeah.
Alright? Its special defense becomes 90. The special attack becomes 120. Speed becomes 120. Defense becomes 130. And did its attack grow? And its attack becomes 145. Like all of its stats except for its HP are boosted.
Did I mention it gets arrow light?
Which makes its all normal type moves flying type. Meaning, for example, well, if you have like return on your Salamence
or Hyper Beam,
if you have Hyper Beam on Salamence,
that becomes stab.
Yep.
In terms of design,
10.
It's Pokedex.
It refers to as the blood-soaked crescent. It's like because of Frisbee. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it's funny to me. I know it's technically a really dumb design, but it's funny.
But did it need one?
No, it did not need a Mega. What would you give it?
I'll give it a 10. Oh, fuck me.
Metagross got one
in the
too.
Same game.
Yup.
Metagross normally.
It has 80. It has 70 in speed, 80 in HP, 90 in special defense, 95 in special attack, 130 in physical defense, and 135 in physical attack.
And then it's Mega.
It gets 105 in special attack, 110 in special defense and speed, 145 in physical attack, and 150 in defense.
No. It gets and Tough Claws.
And Tough Claws. Yep. It did not need a Mega.
It also gets a it's a pointy dick.
It has like a goatee, a medal,
yeah,
and a golden cross on it.
Yeah.
What was the thing you said at first?
It grows a dick.
Oh, before. What was the first thing you said it gets?
I don't know. It gets a dick.
Or claws. Yeah.
Tough Claws.
Tough Claws, yeah. Contact moves are more powerful. Again, on a 145 attack Pokemon. Really, really overdoing it there, Game Freak.
And then, in terms of design...
10, it's great.
But no.
No, it did not need one. Next.
Oh, remember I said 18 in Megas?
Latios and Latias were, Os's Megas were in the files for X and Y, but you couldn't use them. But you couldn't obtain them legit. Now, I'm pretty sure you can trade them over.
Yeah.
You can trade them over, no problem. I don't know why they didn't have the other 18 in a post-launch.
They didn't program the others.
HP and attack for Latias are 80. The defense is 90. The special defense, attack, and speed are 110, and special defense is 130.
And then...
And it's Mega. You get 80 HP. No, you get 100 attack, 110 speed, 120 defense, 140 special attack, and 150 special defense. Yeah.
In terms of design...
I'll give it an 8. For reasons you'll see soon. What's your rating for it?
Same here. And Latios.
Latios has 80 in its HP and defense, 90 in attack, 110 in special defense and speed, and 130 in its special attack. Now, what happens when you Mega Evolve? What do their abilities become?
They're still Levitate.
Oh, still Levitate? Okay.
And then...
Latios, 80 in HP still, 110 in defense, 100 in defense, 110 in speed, speed, 120 in special defense, 130 in attack, and 160 in special attack.
And
Same rating here. Hey, cool, but I can't tell them apart.
the only difference is in their eye color.
Yeah, their eye colors. Let me see.
I think.
What's it? Let me see. Your hand is in the way. I can see. Yeah, Latios has orange eyes, and Latios has red eyes.
And oh no! Oh no!
Rayquaza! You heard me right. Rayquaza got a Mega Evolution. Defense and special defense are 90. Speed is 95. HP is 105, and both offensive stats are 150. Now let's see what's the deal with its Mega Evolution.
Delta Stream.
It negates flying type. I believe this is. 100 in both defensive stats, 115 in speed, and 180 in both offensive stats. And because its ability, it's only weak to Ice, Dragon, and Fairy. Normally, not even Quad for Ice.
But
and
do you want to know the real
kicker here?
Rayquaza only needs
Rayquaza doesn't need a Mega Stone to Mega Evolve.
It just needs it's no Dragon Ascent.
Meaning its item spot is free to fill out with whatever else you want. Yeah,
except for a Z Crystal.
Except for a Z Crystal. Z Crystals don't work.
Your Z Crystals will cancel out the Mega.
Evolution capability. But if you're playing in Gen 7, so yeah. But yeah, that means you could, for example, let's say, give an Assault Vest to Rayquaza and make its offensive its brutal offensive stats even higher. So there's no literally so like basically nothing can survive an attack from it. There's a reason Mega Rayquaza is considered the most broken Pokemon of all time. Rating and design, 10. It's a really cool.
Also, this got out of support. This was a support. It was only Mega Rayquaza that was a support in Pokemon.
Yeah.
And not regular or
the Mega. Okay. And did it need one? Hell no!
Especially with this treatment.
Right, how many left? Alright, we're almost done now that we've gotten through the rest of the Hoenn and Pokemon. There's only 4 Mega Evolutions left.
And next up is
Lopunny. It's got 50 84 in special attack, 65 in HP, 75 in physical attack, 85 in physical
76
defense,
in physical attack,
76 in physical attack, 84 or defense, 96 in special defense, and 105 in speed. Yeah. For its Mega Evolution, it gains the fighting type.
It's Scrappy.
The ability Scrappy, meaning its stab moves can now hit ghost types. Right. Its special attack remains the same. Its defense becomes 94, and special defense becomes 96. Its speed becomes 135, and attack becomes 136.
Oh my God.
Design, it still kind of makes me uncomfortable, but not as much as Gardevoir. I'll give this one a 7.
But did it need one?
What's your rating?
Yeah, same here.
Yes. Lopunny was another Pokemon that needed a Mega
It was
Evolution.
really average.
Yeah.
Then there's because they decided to give Wally a Gallade instead of a Gardevoir, or no res. That of course meant
that Gallade got a Mega Evolution. Where's it going?
Steadfast. So normally
it has 65 in its defense and special attack, 68 in HP, and 80 in speed, 115 in special defense, and 125 in physical attack.
And it gets inner focus.
It's steadfast, boosts speed when it hits it flinches, it becomes inner focus, which what does inner focus do?
Prevents flinching.
Prevents flinching.
Yeah.
Flinching. The special attack I believe it's special attack the same
Yeah.
as it lowered.
Yeah, it's the same.
The same. It's defense becomes 95. Special defense becomes 115. Speed becomes 110, and attack becomes 165.
In terms of design,
10. This one is at the very least. At the very least, doesn't make me uncomfortable in the same way Gardevoir's does.
but did it? No.
No, it didn't need one.
And then, look, it's a what?
The only justification for it getting one was that Gardevoir got one, and Gardevoir didn't even need one in the first place either. Why? Next, we have Audino,
The only
the only Unova Pokemon to get a Mega.
the only one.
Speed 50. The offensive stats are 60, defensive stats are 85, HP is 103. The super mediocre Pokemon.
I don't know only exists because of the anime.
Anyways, it gains the Fairy type. Its speed becomes 50. Wait, was it already 50 or did it? It was already 50. Its speed remains the same. Its attack remains the same. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Its special attack becomes 80, and its defenses become 126. Did Audino need a Mega? Yeah.
Yeah,
But
because of design.
in terms of design, 8. I like it better than regular Audino.
But yeah, it needed a Mega, but
Why Audino out of all the Pokemon in Unova
I
that
think
need a
I know a
Mega?
reason why.
Yeah.
Unova Pokemon are naturally strong.
Yeah.
Unova has some of the most strongest Pokemon on the series. And so, now we get on to Kalos's. How many Megas did Kalos itself get? Do you want to know?
Sure.
1.
And that's Diancie. Yeah, the mythical Pokemon. 50 in its HP and speed, 100 in its offensive stats, and 150 in its defensive stats.
It's a Carbink with
It's a Carbink that can attack. Its speed's boosted to 110. Its defenses get boosted to 110. Wait, does its defenses get lowered? No, its defense. Yeah, its defenses go back to its Mega. Its defenses actually get lowered to 110 each instead of 150. Its attacking stats get boosted to 160 each. Design 10. It's a great expansion on Diancie.
Diamond.
But did it need one? No.
That is Kalos's only Mega.
Now, we've officially gone over every single Mega.
How many? Oh yeah. Do you want to count how many are from each generation?
No. Alright, what?
But yep. So in total, how many? Total.
How many Megas needed?
Pokemon needed.
Megas. Less than a quarter.
That's
11 of them needed Megas.
11 out of 48.
Mawa, I can almost count. That's just barely more than I can count on both of my fingers. Mawile, Medicham, Banette, Absol, Beedrill, Pidgeot, Steelix, Sableye, Glalie, Lopunny, and Audino.
Whether they were really average,
or pathetic. These Pokemon were the only ones that needed Megas.
But
Instead, they used it for fan service.
listen. Oh yeah, let's give Charizard and Mewtwo too. But
Yeah.
there's a thing. But as for the Pokemon that aren't 3-stage lines, there could have just been one thing what you could have done instead to fix them,
Give them an actual evolution.
and not a temporary boost. Seriously,
So they have to risk being like that they. Yeah, that you can only use one of these Pokemon on your team if you want on it to be boosted. You can't use multiple of these Pokemon. It's like Other than Beedrill and Pidgeot, all of these could have been fixed by just giving them an actual evolution.
Megas don't. Evolution doesn't
I guess
really have
with
a number.
Steelix, since it's a trade evolution, they might not have been able to.
But evolution it doesn't have a. Evolved Pokemon don't have a set.
A stat boost, so one, they could have prevented stuff like Bayonet becoming too overpowered when it Mega Evolves. Like Bayonet and Absol becoming too broken. And while actually giving Sableye and Mawile more balance and all-around boosts.
Listen, we haven't had evolutions to existing Pokemon.
Not counting the regional evolutions and the Ultra is doing, the Sword and Shield are doing, since Generation 4.
Yeah.
Or not counting Sylveon.
And that was because of the fairy type.
Yeah.
Sword and Shield is finally giving us evolution.
It's the Pokemon that needed them.
It's what we've seen so far.
Or Farfetch'd and Linoon are getting them.
And Farfetch'd desperately needed one.
And Linoon was average. So
the only way direction they could take, the only way they could go
was up from there.
But it seems to me either too scared
to give permanent additions to these lines. They're only doing this under the pretense that they'll only be in this game.
And Surfetch, really? Do we really need to have Surfetch be in one game?
Be only in Pokemon Sword and no other games.
Aims
and likely only make occasional appearances in future games, even if Farfetch'd does.
You decide to just make Obstacle and only a Galarian evolution.
And meaning that regular Linoon is still
stuck like that.
Still pointless.
And oh yeah, I spotted several, and I'm pretty sure Sableye and Mawile are in Sword and Shield.
Without their Megas. These Megas are removed. So, yeah.
In conclusion,
Mega Evolution didn't need to be a thing.
You could have just given
these Pokemon that needed them evolutions.
And only 11. Seriously, 11.
11 Pokemon needed them. 11 out of 48. Less than a quarter. They're saying 11 out of 46. That's still less than a quarter.
Wow. So, yeah,
that's really
finally got this done.
Mega could have been handled a lot better. Or just not happened at all, and instead, we got evolutions
because Game Freak needed a gimmick.
Some of these Pokemon, why did they need to start bringing gimmicks in with Gen 5 and 6?
Gen 6 and onward, or we gotta have
some weird gimmick. The previous gens never had stuff like that.
All they did was add things.
They added new permanent battle editions that weren't gimmicky. Actually, mattered and could be enjoyed by all Pokemon. Red Z moves and Dynamaxing can be used by everything.
But then
Mega Evolution. Another thing is that it makes only these Pokemon viable. Well, the Pokemon that can't Mega Evolve are at a major disadvantage here.
Oh, maybe they did it for the competitive players.
Ha! No, they ruined competitive play.
Kangaskhan, Rayquaza, Mewtwo.
You couldn't go without seeing those, and if you didn't have one, you were probably gonna lose the battle.
I'd imagine throughout Gen 6, X's main story. Throughout the entirety of Gen 6, barely anyone uses Megas.
In X and Y, there's only 3 trainers that Mega Evolve. Evolve, and in Generation...
In ORAS...
There's only 2. So, why?
Why?
We've just been meaning to talk about that for a while now.
Yeah.
So,
that being said, I'm Noseran.
And I'm Emery. Bonjour, viewers. See you in the next video. Yeet.